today I'm reviewing the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Eye Serum. And really quick, I just want to say, purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, check out my Patreon community, or click on the links below. I forgot the new intro. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, the Ordinary's coming out with their new products. They just released a updated moisturizer. They released this. They released a foaming cleanser. Hopefully they release a magnesium ascorbyl phosphate product to replace their old MAP cream. But anyway, so this is their newer product. And, okay, so they say the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Eye Serum is a water-based eye serum containing multiple peptide technology that target common signs of aging associated with the eye contour, including the reducing the appearance of crow's feet, puffiness, dark circles, and eye bags. So, anyway, I've got a lot of thoughts on it, and the price is... I'll talk about that in a second, but the price is a little bit expensive, but it's not my biggest issue with this. So, okay, my first criteria is packaging. I don't love the packaging for this for many reasons. It is a water serum. It's not easy to use, although I will say someone gave me the best tip because I was trying to apply it to my fingertip and then put it on, and then it would fall off, and then I'd put more on, and they gave me the best tip ever. Just put a little bit on your hand, and then which is fine. But the whole water serum with the eye area is tricky because it's not easy to apply around there. So the packaging, therefore, isn't my favorite. This would be a little bit better if it was a little bit thicker. And even if it used a dropper bottle, if it was a little bit thicker, it'd be easier. But I don't love the packaging for this, for an eye product. So I didn't love that. But they love their dropper bottles at The Ordinary, so that's probably never going to change. And they're super cheap, I'm sure. So, okay, in terms of denatured types of alcohol, it does contain a small amount of benzyl alcohol, which is actually a preservative ingredient. It's much more friendly than a lot of other preservatives, so I don't have any issues with it, but it is just something I want to point out for some that might be sensitive to it. In terms of fragrance, there's no fragrance and no real scent to it, so no issues with that. Manufacturing location for this one is Canada, so again, no main issues. So the first 4 points, they did okay. The ease of use with this, again, it's water. It doesn't apply well to the eye area. It drips. It transfers everywhere. My other issue is if you use any other treatments, like under this, by the time you put this on, they like all transfer and move down, and it's not very fun to use. So my best tip is the one that Gal left a comment about. Put one drop here, pat it on here, and then pat on here, and then you can get one drop torque for both eye areas. You're going to have to use this before any other treatments, again, because if you apply this like after like a vitamin C serum or any other serums, it's going to transfer that serum, and it's not going to, you're going to lose it all. So, because I like the Skin Medica TNS serum, if I apply that before this and I put this on over it, I'm losing all of that stuff around the eye area, which, when that stuff's so expensive, I'd rather have that on my eye area than this. So, anyway, it's not the funnest to use. It doesn't feel very hydrating on your eye area. The nice thing is it doesn't leave the eye area looking greasy or anything, so you can certainly use this morning or evening. I prefer using it in my evening routine. So the other thing is you don't want to use this on your upper eyelids or your eye area, just around the eyes, not around the eye, under the eyebrows or anything like that. And you don't want to get it in your eye, certainly. So it's not very fun to use. And for hydrating, I still use the Cosrx. Whoa, cameraman. Woo! Coming in hot here. I'm really fired up. For the rest of my eye area, I still use the Cosrx Snail Peptide Eye Cream because this isn't very hydrating. So if I use this alone, it's not hydrating enough. So I still need to follow up with something else that is more hydrating. So anyway, not crazy fan of that. And it feels like anything I apply under this before this, it dilutes it. So anyway, I'd rather get more of my good products than I'd rather this be diluted than the good stuff, I guess. Okay, I'm going to talk about the ingredients in a second. Okay, in terms of animal testing, this is vegan and cruelty-free, so no issues with that. In terms of performance, so I've been using this since it came out, I think probably 6 weeks or so, and I haven't noticed really any benefits, although before this came along, I've been using this eye cream, which has peptides in it, as well as their copper peptide buffet serum around the eye area. And the other thing, peptides and niacinamide and some of the ingredients in here can take months before you notice any benefits. So that could be too early to say. But the thing I instantly notice, if it's hydrating, if it makes my eyes water and things like that, and the fact that it messes around with anything else I layer it with, I'm not a fan of that. So there's not much instant gratification here, but these things take months to notice. So, and you know what, the fact that I dislike is the fact that I have to use another product with it. That's a bummer to me, is the fact that I have to use this to make sure my eye area stays hydrated and soft is kind of a bummer. So anyway, okay. And I've got a few alternatives and I'll mention in a second. In terms of the price, so this is the full size, half an ounce, 15 milliliters, and retails for $25, which is expensive for something that's so little. However, if you use the gal's trick, putting one drop on here and then applying it, it'll last longer than the way I was using it before. Okay, in terms of the ingredients, so we've got acetylglucosamine, skin identical ingredient, natural moisturizing factor, skin brightening ingredient. We've got niacinamide, skin brightening, berry repairing. We've got palmitoyl tripeptide 38, which is also known as matrixyl synthesis, which is a cell communicating ingredient. The manufacturer of this ingredient claims it can boost the production of 6 major components in the skin: collagen 1, collagen 3, collagen 4, fibronectin, hyaluronic acid, and laminin 5, which result in few wrinkles, particularly on the crow's feet of the eye area. So I picked a good one for that. We've got acetyl tetrapeptide 5, which is also known as Acetyl. It's a 4 amino acid peptide that is claimed to improve puffy eye bags through anti-glycation effects, which is like anti-sugar. We've got Myristoyl nonapeptide 3, which is also known as retinopeptide 198, also known as retinopeptide 198. It's a newer peptide. It's thought to work similar like retinol does, without the negative side effects such as dryness. It's claimed to increase cell turnover and to promote the synthesis of collagen. Then we've got Synake, which is also known as Botox in a jar, one of those types of peptides. Targets wrinkles caused by facial movements such as crow's feet and around your mouth, laugh lines. Okay, what else? Then we've got caffeine. Caffeine, some of us are very sensitive to it. Caffeine is a good antioxidant. It also helps prevent damage from free radicals. And caffeine might also improve microcirculation in the blood vessels and help with puffiness. So might help some people with their puffiness. Although the puffiness around the eyes depends on how it's caused. Some people it's just genetic, and then it's more difficult to treat. If it's puffiness from not enough sleep or too much water, things like that, then it's a different issue there. Okay, then we've got Epigallocatechin, Gallate, Glucoside, also known as, I can pronounce this, EGCG, bioengineered version of green tea polyphenols, highly water-soluble, stabilized and purified form, easier to formulate, and keeps the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory benefits. Then we've got Gallyl glucoside, good antioxidant, skin-soothing ingredient. We've got Fraxinus Excelsior bark extract, which is a flowering European ash plant with skin conditioning properties. We've got Arginine, skin identical ingredient. We've got Hydroxymethoxyphenyl Decanone, antioxidant, skin soothing ingredient. And then we've got Propyl Gallate, which is an antioxidant. So it's an impressive ingredient list. So, I mean, I get why they probably have to charge as much, although now that Estee Lauder's kind of in charge of this brand, I have a feeling they're kind of behind a little bit more expensive products because they invested a little bit of money in this brand, and now they're going to make it all a lot. Okay, in terms of the it factor, we've got a few other alternatives. Again, CosRx Nail Peptide Eye Cream. I love this stuff. The Eczema Honey Peptide Eye Cream is a great alternative. The Derma E Stem Cell Peptides Eye Lifting Treatment with Copper Peptides. The Good Molecules Yerba Mate Eye Cream. the Peking Black Tea Time Reverse Eye Cream, and then finally the Isntree Real Eye Cream are all, in my opinion, nice alternatives to this one. So, with a 10 being a perfect score, I gave this one a 6, and the price wasn't even one of the issues because actually, I mean, it's still expensive for what the brand is, but a little bit will go a long way. So, anyway, not my favorite product. I love this one. So, anyway, interested hearing from you guys. If you had a chance to check this one out yet or not, if you have what your thoughts are, so leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.